What's up, Endurifiers? This is Mario, and I'm back with episode 200 of Endurify. And I'm super pumped that I've made it this far and done 200 episodes. I'm one step closer to my goal of doing a podcast every single day for a year. And again, just wanted to thank you all for listening and for encouraging and, supporting me along the way. And just kind of like I said before, I really want to start to create a Facebook group of people who are listening to this podcast and have you guys kind of help me, inform the next steps and the direction of this podcast, of this community, and of this movement. And so if you want to be a part of it, just go ahead and text me. Again, you can reach me at 608-770-3437. Just send me a text, say, hey, I'm a listener and I want to get into the Facebook group, and I'll send you the information to get you in the Facebook group. So again, just want to say thank you for your support. Super excited to get in touch with you and kind of hear what you like, hear what you don't like, and start to adjust course based off of that. So as you know, I basically just have been talking about what are all of the lessons that I'm learning along the way in training for a half Ironman and training for an ultra marathon. But another thing that I'm kind of training for is this event called 29029 or Everesting. And this is an ultra kind of hiking endurance event where you climb mountains, you hike essentially, you climb up the mountain, and then you take the gondola down, and you do that a certain number of times until you reach the equivalent of 29,029 feet, which is the equivalent distance for Mount Everest. So it's 29029 Everesting, and there's a big community that's a part of this. And I'm going to be doing that in October in Vermont, in Stratton, at the Stratton Mountain Resort. And so my half Ironman training is very focused on swimming, biking, running. That's on June 20th. After that, I'm going to start to shift my focus to a little bit more hiking, a little bit more running, a little bit of cross training, and I'm going to be, ramping up for that. But one of the things that I mentioned is just with the community. So there's currently a Facebook group, but they're just switching over into this brand new app. And there's lots of really cool conversations that are taking place. And one of the questions that popped up in that Facebook group is one of my friends in the group just said, let's hear some of the mantras that you are going to say on the mountain. And I think that mantras are super powerful. I haven't talked about them a lot, but a mantra is basically just a phrase or a slogan that you repeat to yourself repeatedly when you're going through endurance training. You can do it when you're running. You can do it when you're biking. You can do it even when you're swimming. And, it's something that you can say out loud. It's something that you can just repeat over and over in your head. But it's something that is kind of helps you shift your mindset and helps you focus your mind on what you want your body to feel, what you want to say. And it's something that can be extremely powerful for you. And so I just wanted to read some of the different answers that I got from the group. So the first one was get your ass back on that gondola. So definitely came out strong. Other people were saying, yes, 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 yes. That's all that they say, they repeat. Another person, his name is Craig. He says, I am abundant. I am abundant. He repeats that over and over. Or pain will diminish. Pain will diminish. Other ones, this person, Heather, says, one bite at a time. And she kind of told this story of, how her dad would ask, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. So she just repeats one bite at a time over and over to help her remind herself that she just needs to, focus on that next bite or that next step. Another person, Anne, says, I don't need easy. I just need possible. I don't need easy. I just need possible. One of my friends, Jared, he says, I feel good. I feel good. And I just think, if you think about that, if you're, going for a 1 hour run or a 2 hour run, and, maybe 30 or 45 minutes into it, you start to get a little bit more fatigued, you start to slow down. Just imagine, kind of put yourself in that scenario and start to see yourself saying, I feel good. I feel good, just kind of repeatedly over and over and over again. Well, how do you think you're going to feel when you're saying, I feel good? You're going to start to feel good. So, that's just one quick little example of that. And so those are just a few different examples from the group. But my mantra that I say is, every step and every breath, I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every step and every breath, I'm getting stronger and stronger. And this is something that I actually heard from Tony Robbins on one of his courses and one of his trainings that I listened to maybe 5 or 6 years ago when I was getting into running events. And he wasn't a runner at all, but I forget where he learned it, but he just said, every step and every breath, I'm getting stronger and stronger. And I tried it out in one of my first runs, and it felt like amazing. I felt like I was actually getting stronger. And so ever since that first run, I adapted it. And I've been using it, and it's helped me kind of accomplish what I have with my endurance events. So, just basically wanted to do a quick episode on the power of mantras, share a few of these different mantras from different people on the group that are training for, this ultra kind of endurance and ultra like hiking event. And where I want to bring it back to you is just ask you, what's your mantra? What is something that you are going to repeatedly say over and over and over again as you're doing your swim training, as you're doing your bike training, as you're doing your running training, or whatever that endurance training looks like for you? So that is what I have for today. Just kind of wanted to ask you, what is your mantra? Try it out. Come up with a few different things, try it out in your training and see what works for you. That's what, you kind of need to try it on almost like you would like a t-shirt and see how it fits, see how it feels. Try on your mantras and let me know how that works out for you. So again, if you want to talk more about mantras, if you want to try and help me kind of figure out where we should take this podcast, go ahead and text me 608-770-3437. Would love to get in touch with you. And that's what I have for today. So I'll talk to you all later.